Okay, there we go. Hey guys, it's Patty
Okay.
and Gia.
Ready.
Oh, look, it's a line. I see a line.
I see colors.
Okay.
Wait.
What? You want to talk about what you do, Gia?
What do? I draw.
Yes,
I'm a drawer.
she's a professional drawer, guys. Okay. So you don't go to her and be like, Can you draw me for free? No, no way. No,
no.
yeah, you pay.
I can draw you stick to you for free. I see an
Okay.
eye.
Oh my gosh. I see. It looks like a dog.
And then nose.
Oh, okay. I see where. So can you guys guess what we're going to draw?
Yeah, leave a comment below.
Okay. It should be obvious by now, but right what we're gonna talk about today. Is it? I mean, I don't know. I
Taking a
forgot.
while to
I
think
told you.
yours not very.
I kind of forgot what the start of my video was. If it's obvious or not.
Oh,
But anyways,
it's like you're testing the.
I'm still testing. Okay, yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about, and I think it's safe to talk about by now, since it's been out a while ago.
Cats.
Cats. Yeah, cats. The wild kind. No, we're gonna talk about Lion King. Yay.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get
Ooh.
my beer. Let me get my beer because I walked out of the cinema crying. No, really, I'm serious. It's not tears of joy. I
You
cried.
did?
Yeah,
But you cried? Oh wow.
not literally, just almost sadness.
Oh okay, I thought
Tears
you
of
actually
sadness.
cried.
I'm sorry for those who like
I
this.
can't cry. Yeah. Not really, cause like, why? Oh.
Okay, so for those who don't know, it's Lion King remake 2019. They made a CGI movie out of it, and they tried to make it as realistic as possible. Whoever thought that was a good idea.
It was beautiful though. It was beautiful.
Well, of course, yeah, the landscape is beautiful. Definitely. The animals are beautiful. But
the opening sequences.
Okay, but oh, shall we talk about what we liked about it first, so we're not depressing?
Okay.
Okay, you can start. You can start. What did you like about it?
I like the lead.
You like the what?
I don't have notes. I don't have notes. I was going.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. One, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I really felt I mean, like, even if it felt very National Geographic.
Yeah.
In both ways.
What do you mean in both ways?
Yeah, the opening sequence still gave me. In both, like, it's okay. It's like,
okay.
I'm interested to see. Well, I'm interested to see them like as as Disney characters. I don't know. I'm interested to see them as like doing their own thing, but it's still like meshed up with watching the wildlife. I don't know.
Is Animal Planet trying to be Disney?
Yeah.
Is that a good comment? I don't know.
Animal Planet.
Animal Planet
fun watching
trying to be
animals is
Disney.
I guess.
I don't know, man.
No, Disney trying to be Animal Planet.
Okay, no. I'm supposed to be positive. Be positive. I have some good things to say.
Okay.
What else?
The opening sequence like gave me goosebumps pa naman. Like
Oh, okay.
it was a nice circle of life. It's like
Did you like watch the animated version after? Like, did you try see the difference? Or
no, I don't want to cry. No, but I still remember parts which we'll talk about later. Why I was disappointed. Disappointed.
No, be positive.
Avoid
See, okay, yeah, like the team worked hard on it, I guess, but uh, I'm trying to
Visually.
I'm trying to hold my tongue here. You know, I'm trying to say the cash grab joke.
My brother was saying that it was like a renewing their copyright.
Oh, was it
That's why
really?
they're doing all the remakes.
No.
No,
Why?
I didn't do research, but like that's what they're saying. Like that's why there are a lot of remakes because they're like, we still own this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it after 10 years?
Remakes, right?
No, or 20 years?
Yeah, but it's
10
quite
years?
a
10
while.
years? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
quite a while.
Okay. Makes sense. And it's they're reintroducing it like to the newer generations, right?
Yeah.
But they will never know the true glory of the animated version. I don't know. I'm so
If you're a
sorry.
smart parent, you're gonna show them.
Oh, okay. So be smart, parents. Show them the animated version. Hello. So you're drawing here Kimba and Nala, right?
Yeah, I took a reference.
Reference.
Just copying a reference.
Okay.
Copying.
So what else did you
Copying.
like about it? Like, what are the parts did you like in the movie? Like five. Okay, let's say five. Five things you liked about the movie.
5 things?
Yeah, 5 things you
5?
like.
So many. Just
Yes, 5 things. It shouldn't be that hard, right?
Wait, I gave you 1. So 4.
Okay, fine. 4 things you liked about the movie. Oh, okay, I'm gonna burp. Oh, sorry.
Hyenas, yes. I agree with you.
Right. What was his name?
Oh, okay.
Michael Keegan. Oh,
I
so
can't talk about this talking about the bad part. So
yeah, you can't yet. So hyenas were good, right?
Can't talk about that part.
No.
Okay. The good part is the hyenas. They were able give them expression.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least
It
they
was
have more.
possible to give them expressions.
Yeah, because
So
hyenas they naturally have a goofy face. They naturally have a goofy face when they're, they look like they're smiling sometimes.
yeah.
So they didn't
But
have much.
I like them. I also like their design better than the cartoons because they didn't scare me. They look like doggos. They're so cute.
Well,
They're cute.
and then
Yeah.
they also played with the lighting more with the hyenas, to have that menacing feel with Shenzi, just the eyes glowing. Yeah. I felt like the lines were
I
always
can't really
in
tell
the
because I didn't.
well, I honestly I just watched it yesterday, so it's kind of fresh. Oh my gosh, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Hello? No. Oh, hello G. Are you there? No, I lost her. I lost her. Okay. Are you there? Oh, I can't see you typing though. You're frozen. Oh no, I'm frozen. Hmm. Hello? Okay. Are we back?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
back. Okay. That's okay. No, I'm just gonna cut that part. But it's, yeah, you're frozen for a bit. You're frozen for a bit as well. Mm-hmm. Where were we? Oh no, you're frozen again. No. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, but you're okay.
Should we just like,
Got it.
yeah, it's fine. Ah, okay.
Go.
Oh, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, they played with the lighting more with the hyenas. So there was a lot more expression. I felt like the lions were always in the light. Yeah. Always in the light, and there were, I don't know, there's just
So you can't hide the mistakes. Ah, be
yes,
positive.
yeah, big positive. Yes, okay.
No, even though, but like the hyenas were, to that point, Scar was also like in the dark.
Yeah,
He lacked expression all the
yeah.
more though.
I don't know if it's because of the voice acting. I don't know. It's so linear for Scar, right? Like
That
his expressions, like it's always
I
brooding
think,
and like, I'm
yeah,
depressed.
but I think it's
Ah.
both.
Mm. Yeah. So
But yeah, this
mm,
Scar
I'm wondering
doesn't
if
have.
they. I'm wondering if they did the same method as they did with the first, because in the first they animated according to the voice acting. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. So I don't know if they did it the same way here. So I can see why if it would be really flat. I think positive. I mean, like a brooding kind of Scar because the voice acting was going in that direction. Yeah.
It's not only Scar though.
No, it's not only Scar. But you know what? Okay, no, we're going into the negative. We're
We
still
can't
in
talk
the
about it. Oh my God.
we're still in the second point of positive stuff about Lion King 2019.
Fine.
Okay, let's move on to the third one. What else did you like about 2019 Lion King?
Uh, did they improve any lines? Oh, I know what I like. I know what I
What?
like.
Mm-hmm.
Mufasa in the clouds. I like Mufasa in
Oh,
the clouds.
oh, like how they executed that part? Like it's like lightning.
Yes,
Brrr.
it's like yeah, and it's like how some people see things, but other people don't believe that they see things. They think
Um,
you're crazy, but
yeah,
you know,
they didn't
you see things.
exactly make his head so formed and like walking like in the animated version he was walking right like whoa.
Yeah.
In this one, they just pretty much just showed his face and then
A little more subtle, but
yeah.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
little more subtle, but I enjoyed it because it was real. I could get that's where they were headed. So.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You.
me, yeah, actually, I didn't like the opening as much. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. The choir was awesome. They're awesome, but there's just something about it. That's not allowing me to get immersed into this world. It just didn't hit the right spots. Visually, like the timing was kind of off. Maybe I'm just a bit too critical, but it just makes a big difference if it hits the right beat, or like, it's just tight.
Hits the
Tight.
timing,
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
so in animation, it really draws you in because the choir in the animation is not overbearing. There's like some how would you call it? It's like some, I don't know, some grounded and quietness to it. I don't know if I'm really describing that properly, but in the 2019 version, it's so loud. Like crescendo everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, like from the get-go, it's already kind of loud. When they're going like,
Okay.
it's so loud. It's so loud. It's not kind of quiet and then get louder and louder. No, it's like already loud, and then when it gets to the chorus, it's like they're trying to get even louder, but it doesn't get there. You get what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not as impactful.
Because when everyone's special, no one is.
Yeah, exactly. When everyone's special, nobody's special. Yeah.
Incredibles.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that similar comment. The big scene when Mufasa dies.
Oh my freaking. Okay, are we going to the bad parts now? Dude, we're still in like.
I don't know, but it was like seamless.
Oh my god, like we're still in the third point, I didn't even say a good thing about it. I didn't even say a good thing about it.
Okay, you can have another. You can give like a good thing, and then we can move on.
Because we want to bash this movie. No, we don't. I'm sorry.
Because we're struggling.
We're struggling. Yes. Everybody knows the CGI is wonderful. It's so realistic. Yeah. Like we get it, But then, because of that, everyone accepts that. So the mistakes are jarring. Jarring. Okay, wait, yeah.
Oh wait,
One
more thing. One more good thing.
What
One
is
more
that?
good thing.
What is that?
One more good thing. Donald Glover.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's so, I don't know.
Good job.
Good job. Bajabbers. Good jobs.
Good job. You did your own thing without being too out there like some people. No.
What do you mean? Some people.
It worked.
Some people.
It worked. Can you feel the
Oh my freaking. Ooh, tame yourself. Tame yourself. We're still in a good point here. All right.
It's not about.
Oh god. All right. So I did like that they highlighted the backstory of Scar a little more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Yes, he was darker. That is the trend these days, being darker.
Yeah, and it fits. It fits with
so
the
he wanted to get with
realness.
Sarabi. You chose Mufasa over me, Sarabi.
Wait. Okay, just that line. I
Like,
thought there was like a whole thing.
no, it's not really. Although I did love the. Oh my God, here we go again. I'm going into the negative points.
Go, just go. It's fine. You can't stop it now. It's fine.
I did love the relationship of Simba and Scar more in the animated version. You could really feel some sort of bond, like from Simba to Scar. This one just felt so detached, like
Yeah.
super detached, you know?
A lot of relationships felt like that, actually.
Yeah, like,
Even like Simba to his own dad.
yeah, oh my God. And that is supposed to be the anchor of the
That's
whole
that's the
freaking
whole
movie.
thing.
And I'm sorry, like, for those who loved the movie. I don't know, man. What did you love about the movie? Like, the relationships?
Well, we kind of listed like 5 things, 4 things,
Three, at best. Three things.
3 things,
Yeah.
3.5.
Oh, I have one good thing. Timon and Pumbaa
Okay.
in the jungle and their little, you know, friends. That was a good thing about the movie. They added the extra critters of the
Right.
jungle
Yeah.
and
Because
they,
there are more animals in the jungle than
yeah,
a meerkat and a Pumbaa.
and a Pumbaa.
Warthog.
Warthog.
Yeah.
And yeah, Seth Rogen was like, yeah, it was the first time. I'm the first to say fart in a movie. A kid's movie.
Said farted. He said
Yeah, it
farted.
was such a breath of fresh air when Timon and Pumbaa finally, finally came out
Farted.
in the movie.
I,
Oh God.
yeah.
And again, it's because of their voice acting and coupled with the visuals, they had more the characters had more gesture to them. Little details. Like right?
Like when Timon when they were singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight,"
Yeah.
Beyonce was singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight."
Yes.
No hate for Beyonce, but like anyway, that part where Timon. This is what I was talking about in the realistic sort of thing, like how it's real but
Mm-hmm.
it's not. Like it's real but it has some liberties. Like
Yeah.
when Timon does the I guess like when it's like it's very like natural,
Mm.
like nature and wildlife but they have human movements or human tendencies. So like when they were singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight,"
Mm-hmm.
I think Timon's line was, "There's romance in the air," and then he just brushes off like a flower.
Mm.
Did you see that?
Yeah, right. I love that. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what the first that's what the first half of the movie was missing.
yeah.
Everyone's
It
gonna be
was
like, yeah,
fun.
no, it's realistic, so they don't have like facial expressions, but you can compensate that with their actions and
With
yeah,
movement.
their
Yeah,
movements.
yeah.
And I would say the first half of the movie, the kid version of Simba and Nala, dude, they lacked a lot. They lacked so much. And I'm sorry, like no hate
Yeah.
on the kids or anything. They're not that great. They're not that great of a voice actor. Maybe they're still new to the game or anything something. Yeah, it just wow. Like, it made so much of a difference in the second half when they just
Yeah, there was
yeah.
no
Yeah,
variation.
there was no
Yeah.
variation. It's just like so dead. Like especially when Simba and Nala started to do their thing. They're wrestling. I was like,
Yeah, it's like, what you doing?
exactly. It felt so freaking
Awkward.
awkward.
So awkward.
It's like, oh my god, that's supposed to be their thing, and I don't feel any endearment towards them. Like, what the frick? ah, god. I'm dying inside.
Yeah, there's no
And,
feelings. No
no,
feelings. For the
my god.
lions. For any lion.
Yeah, and they just technically brushed through Mufasa's parts. They did.
Yeah.
You know how like in Aladdin they
one.
just rush through the
Yeah.
intro and everything? They kind of did the same thing.
Okay.
It's like, what? Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah. That's what I noticed because I saw the musical, and I noticed
Mm-mm.
in the musical that Mufasa and Simba's relationship took basically the first half of the musical.
Mm.
In the movie, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't even hit the middle.
Yeah, it's
So
like, how can they not realize that is the anchor and like the basis for the
yeah,
whole freaking movie, and they just brushed it aside, like it's not important. What?
yeah.
Yeah, and you know
Maybe they thought that it was
there were
important
like
at
some
first.
added dialogues like compared to the animation, and it was poor writing. I swear, it was poor writing. What was that?
Oh,
Um,
which one?
oh, dude, what was it? It's how they wrote that part when Mufasa tells Scar that one day Simba will rule over you.
Mm-hmm.
It was that part. Like in the animated version, it was just so smooth and it didn't seem like Mufasa's some, like self-righteous bitch or something. It just felt like that in the movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, one day
Like
Simba will
he,
rule over you. Oh, I'm the king,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It didn't
yeah.
feel like that in the animated version. And
Mm,
in the animated version, you could tell that Mufasa really cared for his brother, even if he was
mm-hmm.
frustrated about him.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it just didn't come through in this one.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
at all.
Was that because of the
Oh, fun
dialogue?
fact, like
That's
when
because of the dialogue, right?
yeah, it's the dialogue. It's the dialogue and delivery, and it's just
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like it's still the original voice actor of Mufasa, right? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Still
I
Darth
mean,
Vader.
yeah, he does a good job and everything, but it's just that it's the dialogues are poorly
The way they
written.
put it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So in the animated version, he tells that part where Simba will rule over you. Um, the way
Yeah.
he says it is like Scar says, "Oh, I was first in line before that hairball was
Mm-mm.
born." And then Mufasa just chimes in and says, "That hairball is my son. And one day he will be king. He will be your king." So it's not like one day Simba will rule over you. What?
Uh,
Yeah, that's
so
literally what
they're.
he said in the movie. One day Simba will rule over you.
Oh, sorry.
What? What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's missing some important.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so weak. Like the writing was so weak. I don't know. They just wanted to get. It felt like they wanted to just get with it. Like get this movie done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say the entrance of Scar was so theatrical. It kind of felt weird.
Which one?
The part like everybody something something fear whatever. What was that? That the first line he says. It felt so theatrical. Like, who are you talking to, bro?
I already forgot.
It's like, yeah, he was trying to talk to the mouse, but it felt like he was talking to the audience. I feel like the execution of that wasn't that
Okay.
great.
It
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be.
But in the animated
It was supposed to
version,
be. Oh, you got it. I scare you.
yeah, yeah, it was just so much. The execution was just so much better in the animated version. Not because of the
Yeah.
not because of the visuals or anything. It's how he said it. It's how he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like so disconnected. It felt like I was
Yep.
watching Lions. Like there's a dub over the Lions or something.
I think that's what it is.
So it felt that way. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, lack of
So
gestures of the
going,
lions in the beginning.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's both like why you weren't feeling like Simba or Nala. It's not just the voice acting, I think. I think it's also
Mm.
the way they did the face render. Like that's why I'm wondering why the hyenas got more like facial
Yeah.
expression while like when Simba's crying, you can't tell he's crying till you like look into his eyes and see like,
You can't
oh,
even
is that
tell
wet?
if he was afraid. You can't tell if he was afraid. Dude, his
Yeah.
ears wasn't moving. His arms weren't like crouched over or
His ears
anything.
were
It's
just
like,
like
hello, I'm just moving
moving to swat the
randomly.
flies. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
and then, like, oh my goodness, they really butchered Mufasa's death scene. They butchered it. They
Yeah,
butchered
that
it.
scene, no matter how like I was telling Javi, like no matter how many times that I watch the death scene in the animated version, like I would cry, I would bawl, even if it's out of context, even if you're cutting off that scene, you're just watching that scene alone, you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
I always, always, always cry. Always.
Mm, yeah.
This one, I was just staring into the blank, into the space, and like, what?
What the frickin' did I just watch?
What?
You
This
know
is the
what?
best. This
Honestly, this
is
is
the
like,
best scene. How could you?
how could you F it up?
Oh
How could you fork it up?
my god! How could you fork it?
Yeah, those who watch Good Place, you get the reference. Oh my goodness.
I, going back to the variation thing that you were
Mhm.
talking about. I remembered since I watched that scene over and over again in animated. Um, Simba was he he went through the stages of grief, like all in that. Okay, not everything, but like he just there was variation. So at the start, he was of course he didn't believe it. He didn't
Yeah.
believe it. So he was like just saying, "Dad, wake up! Time to wake up!" You know.
Yeah.
And then I'm 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 tearing up again like thinking about it,
Oh,
but like
Dede.
yeah. And then he goes to realize he comes to realize that oh he's not gonna wake up. Then he starts crying. Then you see like oh poor Simba.
Yeah.
Then you see like oh this tiny little cub just wanna hug from his dada. So he tucks himself under his paw. Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in this one, but in the real one, he's just like, Dad, 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 Dad. Sorry, child. I don't mean to.
Yeah, no, no,
I
no.
don't
Like,
know why.
yeah. Props to the voice actors. Yes, they did a good job. Like, yeah. But you know, when it's bad, it's bad. Let's just admit that. You know.
There was no change. There was no like no realization that oh my god, this is happening.
Yeah,
Like
I totally get you.
the visuals were so real, but the
The
situations were like
yeah, maybe they just focused too
not
much on the
real.
visuals. I
And
don't know. Like, actually, even the I don't know.
they can work simultaneously. There's a different team for visual. There's a different
There's
team
a
for
different
voice. They could have, if they needed more time, they should have taken it.
exactly.
Like Game of Thrones.
Oh God, let's not go to Game of Thrones. They really. Oh my God.
Oh,
What was that?
another
Wait.
scene that was crucial.
Okay. Go.
Oh,
Wait,
okay, go.
before we move on to another scene, I
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
tell you this story. Like in the death scene of Mufasa,
yeah.
I
Okay.
literally laughed out loud, and that is not a reaction you are looking for in that scene.
Oh my god! This is the reaction that Patty does when she feels that something is
Oh
stupid.
my goodness, it
Or
was so forking. It was
just
so
uncomfortable.
forking dumb. Okay, they tried to recreate the animated version where Simba sees Mufasa falling down from the cliff. It was like
Okay.
slow-mo and like you know that old school slow-mo scene they tried to execute it here. It just did
Yeah.
not work at all.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I just burst out laughing. And it was just me. It was in the
In the
cinema. And it
cinema?
was just me and a friend of mine laughing. It was so quiet. And we just burst out laughing.
Oh
Like,
no.
I couldn't help it. It was so dumb.
Oh
And
no.
it was like, and just from then on, I just thought there is no hope for this movie. She was like, no,
Oh, I felt that early on
Silva.
when I saw Scar.
Oh my god. It's like, oh my
Oh, another thing
god.
they tried to recreate was Nala's eyes. Nala's sex eyes.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was so,
Yeah,
it
didn't work.
was so
Didn't work though.
funny.
Didn't work. I saw eyelashes, but like, that's it.
Oh
I
my
didn't feel
god.
anything. You didn't feel like none of the lions in this. Well, I guess because they're real. None of the lions in this movie you would want to fork, right? Because like that was the thing in Lion King. It's like it questioned your sexuality. It's like why do I like
Simba.
this cat?
I know, right?
It's not
It
a
did
person.
not happen.
Number one's Kovu though,
Holy
but yeah,
crud, Kovu. Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
in other words, we didn't feel anything towards the characters at all. Except Timon and
We
Pumbaa
didn't.
and the
Well, except for
hyenas.
the hyenas
I like Timon and Pumbaa.
and the hy yeah, and Timon and Pumbaa.
They were really good.
Yeah, I like them.
So that was like
Yeah,
proof.
Pumbaa looked really stinky. Yep.
So the hyenas and and Timon and Pumbaa are like proof that you don't need the facial expressions to get the emotions across. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God.
You kind of need a bit,
Yeah,
but like,
a bit. But if you're trying to be like realistic and whatever, you know,
yeah, shoot a flower, shoot a flower.
yeah, man, just do the little shake thing. If Timon had that, it's like he just,
Yeah, like, yeah.
it's so interesting to
There are other ways
see.
to express happiness and
Yeah,
sadness.
yeah, not just like a
Put
sad face
his
or
head
a happy
down
face.
or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, they took how many years did they take on this?
I'm not sure.
Because
Actually, I didn't read about that. How long did they take?
yeah,
It's so sad. Yeah,
it
they
really felt rushed.
yeah, they did. And when they forked up the first half, it's nothing's good. Nothing's good.
Yeah, except
What a waste of talent is what I can say about this movie. Oh, what do you think about
Yeah.
Scar's scene with the hyenas? How did you feel about that?
Be prepared.
Yeah.
I liked. Okay, since they were going with the realistic route, like I liked. Uh, Going back further, the first
Mm-hmm.
trailer that I saw for Lion King, I super liked because it used music. It used just background music, the
Mm-hmm.
feelings. Didn't use any musical because that's what I commented before. That's what I told you. I was like, I don't want. Um, I hope they don't sing, but you can't avoid that because you got Beyonce and everyone. But
Yeah.
that was really nice that they were able to capture emotion. They were able to capture like things happening with just just the music and the right shots and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I liked about Mufasa's, the
Mm-hmm.
Scars thing. I think that like
Mm.
he was speaking the lines,
Yeah.
but then at the end he sang it. So I was like, which one do you want to do?
Actually, if they prolonged his singing a little bit,
Yeah.
that would be at the right balance. But yeah,
It would work. I think
yeah,
so.
but they
I think
didn't.
so.
They cut it short. They really cut
It
that
was
song
just,
short. So,
yeah, it was short. It was short.
I mean, why didn't they let him sing? Why
There
didn't
was no
they?
army of hyenas, yeah, in
But
the
the
shadows,
transition from his
and green
speech,
mist,
yeah, from the transition from his speech to song was really good. So I thought
was good.
he would sing a little bit, but he didn't. He didn't. He just didn't.
He only sang the last when he went "Bruh, bruh, bruh."
Yeah, so that was really odd.
The
It was
very
really
last one.
odd.
That was awkward. That was off. Cause yeah, I think yeah. Again, they rushed.
But they did a good job in
It
that
was too
part to
short.
show his charisma. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty alright. It was really alright. But
I
they
guess.
didn't let him sing, so. Oh my god, I totally
And
forgot about this part in Mufasa's death scene. Can you comment on
what?
how Scar did his lines and that visual of where he just forking,
Yeah.
he just forking.
No. There was no. There was no. There was
It's like,
no. I didn't feel anything when he said.
oh
Cause
my
he.
goodness.
Okay. It's like he said it for the whole world to hear.
Yeah.
In the when the cartoon, it was like the
Wow. Like
conniving
deep
whispering,
and
right?
yeah.
The
And like that
like.
little growl, but no, but in the you know what? In this movie, it was
But he was
literally,
like, "Long live the king!"
it was just long
Like, "Long
live
live the
the
king,
king.
guys!"
Wait. You forgot. You
Okay.
gotta add the hop, that little hop, the little hop on
Yeah.
Mufasa's paws.
Yeah.
Like it's like hop, long live the king. Ah, hit you, die.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That was the
Ooh, cool image.
weakest
Yeah.
scene. That was the
That was weak.
weakest
That was
scene.
weak
It
for
was so
Scar.
weak.
Damn
It was
Scar.
like, why did they let him hop onto Mufasa's paw? Why? And then end up just hitting him in the face. What?
Oh right, he scratched them.
He was like, long live the king.
Like, so
Poof, I
you
hit your
can have a
face.
scar too. Yeah.
And then he fell and it's like, nah, slow mo scene. That's so weird. Oh, it just killed the whole thing. And from there, it's like you just
It's
can't
okay.
sympathize with the character at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
The
can
the two
nobody
most
talk
important
about that?
characters.
My goodness.
Uh,
Killed the mood.
I don't
And you know what? Like when Simba went to his dad, they could have added one line, like somebody help anybody. They were
what?
just like it was just like dad, right? Dad, get out. Dad.
Yeah, it was just dad, 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 dad,
Hmm.
dad.
Like there's no sense of desperation at all. Oh well.
There was that line, right, in the cartoon, in
In the
the
cartoon, yes,
animated.
anybody like that.
Somebody help.
Help. Good on. It was so touching, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how Simba became like super small. Like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
going to.
And can we talk
I have
about how they forked up Rafiki? They just slashed out his lines like
wait. Before that,
Rafiki. Uh-huh. Yeah.
let's go back to scene with Simba and Mufasa.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more scene when he comes back after the elephant graveyard.
Mm-hmm. I wanna laugh so hard. What is it?
I get what you mean when you're saying that Simba sounded like like what do you call that? Self-righteous.
Yeah,
Self-righteous.
self-righteous
No,
prick.
there's
Like
another
there's
one.
no innocence. There's no innocence. It's just like self-entitled, spoiled brat. I mean, like, yeah, well, in the animated,
Yeah, he's very spoiled. So spoiled. There, self-entitled.
he's
Yeah,
just spoiled.
spoiled. He's also spoiled, but like he had feelings. Like he was like
And there was innocence, right?
he yeah, and he didn't like he wasn't even afraid. Like my dad's here.
Yeah,
Cool,
he's just
right?
like, oh, my daddy.
That's it. There was no, because I remember in the animated, it's like his body language is, I'm scared. Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
deep shirt.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble, and I don't know what he gonna do to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mufasa talks, and he's like, "I think this is okay. We're good, right?
Yeah, I
Right?"
wanted to
And
be
then he
brave
starts
like
being like,
you.
"Oh, son again."
Yeah,
Yeah, there
so
was this like,
fast.
"Oh no, I know that he's important. I know he's like I angered my dad, the king, blah blah." And this one,
Mm.
it's just like, I'm just watching you. you're saying that shit.
Yeah, we're cool
We're good
now,
now, right?
right? Yeah, it's like, I
We're
wanted
friends,
to be
right?
like you, so we're friends. I'm your son. Okay, it's good now. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's it.
You know what I hated about the first part as well? They just tried to force you to feel things with the music.
Mm,
Above all of these like mistakes that they're doing and with the gestures
yeah,
and whatever,
yeah,
it's like, so
yeah.
the music just didn't fit at all. I don't know. It's like they just, I don't know, just not good.
Oh, I actually didn't notice that. Yeah,
It's like, stop trying to make me feel things. In the animated version,
yeah.
it was quiet and it was, I
Seamless.
mean, not all
Yeah.
parts are quiet, but yeah, seamless, you know? It's
No, I get what you mean. It's the Ghibli quiet, like when
mm,
they take their time doing things.
time. They take their
That's what
time.
I
Yeah.
mean. Like, I guess some people, yeah, some people are like, it's too slow. But you need that. You need that breath. You need that
Yeah.
pause.
Oh my goodness. Like, the pauses were placed in the wrong
They were
parts
not.
of the
Oh,
movie.
oh,
Like, for example, when they did the transition where the fur was traveling to Rafiki, was that really?
oh, they did. They didn't need the dung beetle. We didn't need to go through crap.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been more beautiful that way without going through crap.
Like, I don't
It's
know. It's
just
like,
gross.
really?
Yeah,
In
that
the
was too
wrong
long.
places.
That
It
was too
was too
long.
long. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't necessary at all. It didn't add to
you didn't need that.
anything.
You, yeah, you could have had that extra time to fix the relationship between the important relationship between the father and son.
So yeah, they fucked up Rafiki. So he had less lines. He was just some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy sage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, just okay. So in the
Just
end,
just some crazy guy
yeah,
in the trees.
so yeah, they didn't
And like would
even
rejoice. Oh, same shot again. Same shot of him rejoicing.
rejoice and rejoice.
Two shots of that. The same shot. We could have saved that time to fix the relationship.
Oh God,
Good.
yeah, that was terrible. I felt so bad. Like, how could you mess up the baboon? How? They didn't even give him that famous line. You know, the part when he tells Simba, it's in the
The
past.
head.
He didn't, nothing.
Yeah, that's important. That's important. What are they teaching children now?
How? So Simba was just, you know, convinced to go back because of seeing his dad in the clouds. Wow. I feel like I'm sorry, like the people who made this movie or the director, I don't know, like, just didn't understand the material at all. Just wanted to make it realistic. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't
okay.
know. Like,
It's
I
a
don't know. I
classic.
don't know who to blame here.
It's a classic.
It's a classic,
Did
but
they
dang
did
it.
they rewatch the whole thing again? The check? Did they watch it?
I have
That's
no
my
idea.
question.
No idea. This is coming from the director that didn't like his work in Jungle Book because it wasn't realistic enough.
Oh, what? Who said what?
The director of Jungle Book.
He didn't like Jungle Book? Yeah, he didn't like his
He
movie.
didn't like Jungle Book. He didn't like his
What?
movie.
I liked it.
Yeah, there was more there. Yeah, the
Except
animals
for
were
the
more alive
orangutan.
there than it was here.
Yeah. So I guess his vision is a bit like skewed. Like,
I guess so.
mm,
Like when you're so wrapped up in your own vision, you don't really understand the story. This is what happens, guys.
yeah, even in drawing,
Yeah.
when you're focused too much on the little bits, it looks less
Yeah, it becomes
dynamic.
stiff, and that's what happened in this movie. It's just so
Happens to me all the
freaking stiff
time.
movie.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what
All right,
happened.
so are we
Hold
done
on.
with saying all the bad things about this movie?
I'm sure there's more, but I think we can stop.
I think we can. I'm sorry. One more thing. I think
The
it
drawing
was
stopped. The drawing stopped. Yeah. Yeah. Go, go,
before we
go,
move
go.
on to the second part of this podcast.
Stream. I
Okay,
rapped.
stream. All
Stream.
right. Before we move on, let me just say this is the first movie where I wish Beyonce wasn't in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, queen.
I know,
People's queen.
like, why didn't they just save her new song for the credits?
As the, yeah, credits.
It just really threw the whole tone of the movie off.
Yeah.
Like suddenly it's
Yeah.
this pop music happening in the movie. It's this what? Why didn't they keep that African
Yeah, they
vibe?
were trying to make it hip
I
hoppy.
don't know, man. I don't know. It was just really weird. Just really
Yeah.
weird. Mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. Do not use this movie as your launching pad for your new album or something.
I know. Could have been the credits though.
Yeah. I mean, like, Glover did a really good job in not overdoing it.
Yeah. And it was even written into his character. Like, Timon and Pumbaa were like
Oh,
aware.
it's Reverend
They're
again.
like, stop
Again,
it.
yeah.
Guys, stop it. I mean, stop it, Simba. And
It's
just
our
keeps going.
song. Something like
That
that. Mm-hmm.
works. That
That one.
works.
Yeah. And, yeah.
But
It didn't work in
mm,
Can't Wait
can
to
you
Be
feel the
King.
love?
And also, yeah, that
Oh,
didn't
that
work
one
too.
also. Yeah. Nope.
Why? Just sing the song, man. Yeah, oh well. That's another thing. Sorry, B.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm
Say
sorry.
once. Sorry.
Yep. Okay, so where you're drawing this. I don't know if anyone is familiar with this character that you're drawing.
You saw it
So
already.
can you
Surprise!
surprise? Okay, can you tell a little bit about it?
You're more familiar with it. You're more familiar with Kimba.
Kimba, it's
You watched
Kimba.
it, right?
Yeah, just some episodes. So like as a kid, I watched a few episodes of this animation. Maybe just let's just say clips, and that's why I got kind of confused with Lion King and Kimba. Like, oh, is this was it
Yeah,
inspired
yeah,
by
yeah,
this
yeah,
one
yeah.
or
If you want to look it up, it's Kimba, the White Lion by
Yeah.
Osamu Tezuka.
hmm
Tezuka.
Okay, if you don't know who Osamu, am I saying it
Osamu
right? Oh my goodness.
Tezuka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Osamu Tezuka.
Mr. Tezuka.
If he's the creator of Astro Boy. If you don't know what Astro Boy is, it's like the milestone in anime history. And well, Kimba is the first milestone because it's the first
Animal? Oh,
colored
colored.
animated
Animal?
series.
Okay.
Color, yeah. It and it aired in America in the 1960s.
Yep. 1990.
1960s.
Yeah, because it was a manga first.
1960s. So why are we talking about this? Why? Can you
Well,
tell them?
a lot of people think that The Lion King. Well, there's been an argument on which one came first, Kimba or Simba, you know. And if you can see from the characters, like a lot of the characters from Kimba, which is in the timeline, it's the first, right? It's the first one that came out.
Yeah, it's the first
Yeah,
to come out
because it
because
started as a
Lion
manga
King was
also in
1990.
1950.
Mm-hmm.
1950. It says
50s?
1950s.
Yeah, 1950s. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of, if you look at it on the outside, a lot of the characters they have parallels. There are a lot of parallels to each other. So a lot of people are saying, and if you see like some clips, they're very similar to Lion King, like the opening sunrise. That's in Kimba also, but
Mm-hmm.
in terms of story, they're very different. So you can't exactly say.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
the
just,
base of the story is
yeah. I
really
think it's
different.
just Lion King is based, the characters at least. They're very close to Kimba's
Yeah.
characters. Like there's a Zazu, there's a
Mm-hmm.
Pumbaa, there's a Nala, there's a Simba, there's a Mufasa, and then Simba grows up, Mufasa dies and everything. You know, all that. There's a Scar who's called Claw. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see why people would think
Yeah.
that maybe Disney ripped off from Kimba. But then again, if you look at it, you know, they're just really different materials.
Yeah.
Even
The
the
story is
story
different.
is
They're
way
very different.
different.
Yeah.
Um, what do you call this? Kimba is all about the main character Kimba wanting to get revenge or avenge his father's death by the human. So the whole story is about animals and humans and trying to get them. He's trying to fight for the animals'
Yeah,
equality.
yeah, yeah.
That they're as important as humans. That's the whole thing.
So like Tarzan.
And you like Tarzan.
Okay.
But for Simba, it's following a close story with Hamlet. Let's say, yeah, you know, like he's
Within,
fighting
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
his right in for the throne. That's Hamlet. Well, they did say that their biggest inspiration was Hamlet and Bambi. Can you imagine that?
Their own movie?
Yeah, so the Bambi part was how the naturalistic part of the whole Bambi movie. That's what they're saying. They follow
Mm.
that you know, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. My English sucks. Whole
But that's your first
philosophy. Okay.
language.
That's my first language. I'm sorry.
Me too. No, our
Don't judge
English
me.
sucks because we're artists. Not all artists, but you know, us.
Yes, we don't talk to
We
people
just
very
add
often.
ing. We just add ing to everything. Make
Um,
everything a verb.
yeah, so it was based on Hamlet and inspiration from Bambi, not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kimba.
Yeah.
But interesting fact is Osamu Tezuka has been intertwined with Disney for a while,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
meaning
just met, right?
they just met, but Osamu really loved Bambi.
Yeah. Oh, Bambi. Okay, okay,
So
okay, okay.
that's what inspired him to make Kimba.
To make Kimba. Okay, okay.
Yeah, and it's not, yeah, as they say, it's not unnatural to find, you know, an illustrated scene of the sun rising, because like that's what we remember about Africa, the savannah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But really interesting thing is also that part where Mufasa appears in the clouds. That's what happens in Kimba as well.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is,
Yeah.
yes, they didn't come into the studio and think like, oh, we're gonna rip off Kimba. No, I don't think that's what they
No.
did.
Yeah, I don't think
But
so.
it's
I don't
something
think they
that,
did that. Yeah.
yeah, it's something that the animators might have grown up with, you know, and it might have been in the back of their
Yeah,
minds.
for sure it's inspiration because the original Simba was white.
Mm-hmm.
He was an albino lion.
Mm,
So it's very, I mean,
yeah.
what else? He's an albino lion, is white. It's right there.
Kimba is white. Kimba is
It's
white,
right
guys.
there. But
So,
in terms of story, it's original.
yeah, in terms of story, original kind of, but it's a universal story about revenge and fighting for your
Yeah,
rights. It's all universal.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why people love it.
It's
That's why it's a hit.
inspiration. Nothing's
Yeah.
original.
But the problem
It's all
with
inspiration.
Disney is they didn't acknowledge Kimba,
Yeah.
right? I think that
In
that's
fact,
their bad. That's their bad. They should have.
in fact,
They
when
shouldn't have.
Kimba's
No.
movie finally
Mm.
released after The Lion
Mm-hmm.
King, this is just the movie because the
1997.
animated
Yeah, it's
series was
1997.
before. Yeah. After The Lion King, Disney's like, you copying us. Take that down.
Yeah, that's so
Which is
dumb.
not something they should have done, or whoever that person was should have done. Because that's, don't be a hypocrite. They didn't do
Yeah,
that to you, don't do that to them. It's
yeah,
not
it's their
fair,
bad.
guys.
That was
No.
so bad. Like, guys, it's
Yeah,
not. I mean,
that's bad.
it's it's one person's fault for that one, definitely. Like, don't blame the whole
Yeah, yeah.
company or anything, because it's whoever was leading at that time. Ah.
Lashed out. Yeah.
So there. But in the end, it's all good. Like they said, if Disney took some inspiration from Kimba, they're proud of that, even if they don't admit it
Yeah.
or anything. So it's all good. So
Yeah.
all
It
these
all
like,
kind of meshes together.
if you like go on YouTube and search Kimba and Lion King, they'll be all like, "Oh, did Lion King copy from
Yeah.
Kimba?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just to
Nah.
like get your attention. And but no, it's
Yeah.
like
We can post the link also, but
yeah.
on like a recap, like the overall thing
Of
on
Kimba.
that matter.
I watched a little bit of Kimba. It's really different. It's really different.
Yeah. The way his dad comes back is in the form. Wait, who wears his skin? Who is it?
I don't. Well, I know you told me like his friends kind of animate his dad's dead
Yeah,
body. It's
yeah.
kind of creepy. I don't know.
Body.
It feels really
They
strange.
just wear the skin over it, and he's like, and Kimba this whole time thinks that his dad is with him, but very
Oh God,
dark.
very
It's
dark
just
indeed.
his dad's skin, like a
Hmm.
rug.
And
Who I don't know if
it's
it's their
anime.
Timon and Pumbaa who did it, but yeah,
I think so. I think
I don't
so.
know.
It's there.
Maybe it's
It's
them.
it's
Yeah,
his jungle friends.
mm.
And Kimba is so
Yeah, yeah,
different
yeah.
from Simba. Oh, Simba means lion in Swahili, by the way. Kimba, his character is very brave. Simba tries to be brave, but he's still just a child.
Mm-hmm.
But Kimba is quite mature for his age. He was,
Mm.
his parents are killed off by humans, and he
Mm-hmm.
was born in a cage. So he's not born in the wild. He just got free because they were transporting him in a ship,
Yeah, yeah.
and the ship there was a storm and then a shipwreck, and then he found his way in the jungle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he swam, somehow lived.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he's so
And
mature, he swam.
yeah, and I don't know how. I didn't really watch the whole thing, but somehow they acknowledged him as the king of the jungle. Or maybe it's because he was trying to protect them from
Oh,
humans. And he would often
okay.
fight head on with a hyena or a
Mm-hmm.
dingo or something like a
Okay.
wild dog. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like
Right.
really what's that word?
Morphic.
Anthropomorphic? Yeah, whatever. Like, I'm so bad.
Big word.
Yeah, big word, but it just means, humanistic movements and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there, yeah, he would fight them head on. He was just a cub, and I don't know why he's so super strong, but he is. And like he could leap like over the cliff and far distances, and yeah, that's anime. Whatever.
Anime. Yeah.
Anime, defying gravity,
Cool. Okay.
defying physics. So that's Kimba. It's totally
Your
different.
drawing's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Made it out
Tip
of
the
the
lion.
nature. Made it out of the nature.
But
The leaves.
yay. Yours is like Kimba, but Simba. That's funny. Okay, so we're like,
So why is part of your lion blue?
oh, actually, I wanted
Why
it
is there an
to,
ice lion?
I wanted it to be like you know, like the other half is Kimba and the other half is Simba. Yeah,
Hey!
exactly.
Aching! Sorry, I
Yeah.
saw ice lion.
No, it's okay. Like, cause it's blue and some whites. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
the general color of Kimba, white and blue eyes,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Get
yeah.
it, get it.
So there.
Cool.
Oh, so why did you
The
decide to?
same.
Yeah. Why
Nice.
did you decide to like draw Kimba as Simba?
Oh, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Yes. It was just, hey, I want to see Simba as his original form. Just kidding.
Okay.
As a cartoon. As a
Hmm.
cartoony cartoon. As an anime.
As an anime, Simba is Kimba, but like a less awesome
Yeah.
version because he can't jump and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I
you
don't know
guys should
that.
watch Kimba.
So,
Like, watch the movie Emperor of the Jungle, 1997. The animation is great. The quality is
nice.
awesome. Yeah, can't expect less from,
That's
you know.
Japanese for you.
Mhm.
The
It's
Japan.
awesome. Hmm. Yeah, their Zazu is a parrot, and his name is Polly. Polly want a cracker. That one.
He's a pirate
Hmm.
bird. Hmm.
And we have 4 minutes on the clock. How do you want to fill
Is it because
it?
of my drawing? Because your
Yeah,
drawing
I'm just
stopped
like,
already.
yeah. Yeah, it's like,
You, if you
I'm
want to tell
trying.
me, tell them more about your drawing. Like,
Mm,
was it intentional? Like, did you want to do leaves because nature?
well, I thought of it as a lion coming out from a bush.
From the
Yeah,
leaves.
from the leaves or bush.
Right.
So I guess, and there was a brush on it. So that's all. Like,
There was a brush. It's pretty cool though how you use the leaf
yeah.
brush.
So
I can't
I
use
mean, like
those brushes. It's so
it
annoying.
worked because, like, the mane is kind of bushy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only reason why it
That's the
worked.
graphic designer for you.
Yeah.
Using images to make images.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh man. Yeah, so I had fun
really
doing
nice.
the illustration. It's kind of realistic-ish.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like, I really love drawing animals. They're like easier to draw than humans for me.
Your favorite's a wolf.
Yeah, so
Oh, what's funny about what I noticed about the Kimba drawing?
mm-hmm.
It's very, they still draw it very human-like.
Oh yeah.
Because I transitioned from the Disney Simba
Hmm.
and then moving on to the Kimba. It's really like a human's face and everything.
Hmm.
It feels kind of
Yeah.
weird, but that's how it is.
Well, that's anime. You know, you can do anything in
Even with the
anime.
eyes placement and everything, yeah, it's very anime.
Anime.
And Nala girl has hair. It's like,
Miller girl. I
hmm,
think her name was Kitty
hmm.
or something, or maybe that was the English version.
Kitty.
Oh yeah,
What
there
was
was like
she? Was
a.
she also what was she?
She's a lion. She's a lion.
She's also a lion.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this character design kind of looks like Mickey Mouse, doesn't it?
Yeah, she looks like a nut lion.
Yeah.
Like it was
So
another
that's
cat.
I guess that's where you can see where Osamu loves Disney. You see that.
Yeah, yeah. She looks like Bambi. She looks like
Yeah,
Bambi.
she looks like Bambi. She kind of looks like Minnie Mouse.
Color scheme. Yeah.
So yeah,
Right.
they
Yeah,
loved
that
each
guy
other.
loved Disney.
Disney and Osamu, they loved each other. And they say that
More
Osamu is
Osamu than Disney, though.
yeah, well, they say that Osamu is the Disney of Japan. So,
Of Japan.
mm,
Mm.
yeah, of Japan. And that is where anime started.
History of anime.
History. Oh, it's so beast. Okay, so I guess we can end it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just tune in, we're gonna do this every 2 weeks, you said?
Twice a month, yeah.
Yeah, well, twice a month. Yeah,
Twice
makes
a month?
sense, right? Yeah, twice a month. And if you like this,
Yeah.
just leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff that they say on YouTube. Okay, so this is Patty
Yeah.
and
G.
Gio. You can
Gio.
check out Gia's artwork in her IG and Facebook if you like
Patties
it.
too.
And
We link.
I didn't have so
We
much
leave
on my
links in the
IG yet, but
comments.
yeah,
It's okay, just go look.
yeah, yeah. So just we'll link it all below and whatever. See you guys in like 2 weeks or something. And if you have like a
See you, yeah.
special request of, I don't know, like a movie or whatever you want us to take a look at, draw.
Talk about, yeah.
Yeah, we can draw.
Or rant.
Or rant.
No, this is mostly about the drawing.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the drawing.
Yeah, it's about the drawing. We wanted to draw based on the topic, so it will really help us. So, okay, that is all.
Alright.
Alrighty.
How do we sign off?
I don't know, we sign up.
Bye.
Bye. Then
Leave
do
a message after the
it.
and do. It's hard to be a normal person that's just not me. I'm writing a journal to keep my feelings hiding. Across the bridge, what will I see? Wanna see it, dreaming my dreams. Miracles, beautiful, here we go, all the way. Running from my life, now used to keep holding back my thoughts. Would be wrong if you're gone. Find my way through the stars. If I could reach to your heart, money's I can't buy my love, but there's still life and there's hope around. Like a rainbow in the clouds, a gift from above. Kiss me before sunrise, or I'm leaving you tonight. My love found a place to stay, fast like that. Always and forever, meant to be together. If we could change this world today with you.